Welcome guys to our Mazayuki Sanada playthrough. So this is going to be the first episode, and there's a lot of scenarios to go with for Mazayuki. I was kind of surprised. There's 4 so far in the game, but we're going to go with Sekigahara. And so I'm going to just quick overview of the faction. I mean, it's all Sanada power here, the top 3. Maybe I should say top 2, because we're going to lose Nobuyuki. He does join the Tokugawa. So Mazayuki and Yukimura is who we can expect to have. And then, depending on how Sekigahara plays out, which I'm going to go for a Toyotomi victory, which is a fictional victory for the Toyotomi, of course. So we'll see what happens after that, because I've never done it. And, this is my second time recording it, because the first time I was right on the cusp of victory and it crashed. So hopefully this time it'll go through and we can see what happens. So we're going to do a time jump. I guess you could call this episode 0. I'm going to skip ahead till the Battle of Sekigahara. We're going to play that out. And then after Sekigahara, because that battle was massive, after that plays out, then we'll actually start the scenario proper. So again, we're going to go with Mazayuki here. And for the difficulty, I am playing on hard. The only thing I've changed in the settings here under difficulty is the AI aggressiveness. I kept it on standard, just so that the depending on what happens, the big powers don't just immediately gobble up all the small guys, you know. Just to slow down the rush to where there's going to be just 3 or 4 powers left. So that's the only thing that changed. But outside of that, the parameters are basically set on hard. So like I said, we'll play Sekigahara and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, so here we are. This crazy battle. Like I've been saying, I really hope that we get battles like this. This is what we need. Like, look at this map. This map is massive. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of scripted events and some objectives, but I feel like this battle is really well done. They really try to capture history. So the key is going to be this guy, Kobayakawa. He's the one who switches sides historically. So the goal of this battle is going to be to keep him from switching sides. I wasn't able to do that the first time around. So this is my second time trying this. I was right on the cusp of winning, and I just had it crash. So hopefully this time I can get through it again, because it was very, very, very close. Alright, so we've got 4 objectives. The hardest one is keeping our units from dying. That's what turned the tide. If any of these fail, so if you lose any of your allied units, that's the big one really. Then, like I said, Hideaki over here will betray, and he's holding 15k. So it's a big betrayal. It swings the battle. Another thing, Mazayuki, because remember, we're playing as Mazayuki. He's going to show up here on the mountains. So we are going to show up ourselves. The Sanada forces will show up at some point. And then we have the Mori forces here, who will, of course, refuse to march historically. They cut a deal with the Tokugawa, but they will switch sides eventually. But in the beginning, we have to, like, avoid getting destroyed. So that's what hosed me the last time, was now Masa got a cavalry charge and routed one of our smaller guys. So we really got to watch the units that are small. The first thing to do is going to be to grab this. Also, the Shimazu, Yoshihiro never marched. You know, I don't even remember what I did with this guy. He was actually alive the whole battle, though, with his 1,000 soldiers, believe it or not. I think I just had him kind of jump into flanking opportunities as they presented themselves. But this battle's really tough, so we might not win it this time. I feel like the first time I got very, very lucky. Okay, so we're gonna give them that. I think that's what I had done. You know, if this guy's gonna crash down here. We'll set up a pincer for Naomasa. This Inspire is really strange too. It hardly covers any ground. Okay, we got that, and now it's time to send Mitsunari screaming as fast as he can to help the front, because the front is very thin. Alright, here comes Naomasa. Yeah, we're gonna have to bait and switch here, so I'm gonna have to get Mitsunari into position to switch with this guy here fairly quickly. Actually, I could send him out. Where's he going? We could tie this guy up here and free Mitsunari to pincer Naomasa. Let's try that this time. Okay. Here he comes. Ooh, he's moving back? Yep. Okay. That's fine. It's just buying us more time to set up our flank. If he's committed, yeah, okay, he's committed to coming down this way, so these guys are heading down. We're just gonna alright, now he's coming down in earnest. Or lure them down into the boulder. How do I get around here? There's no real way. I don't think Mitsunari can beat Naomasa, even running a rotation. Unlikely. I could use him over here against Masanori, I guess. Alright, let's do that. Yep, that's gonna halve stamina. You know what? It's gonna halve stamina. Let's switch him. This is a really erratic battle. Very stressful, very erratic battle. Okay, he's already tired, so get Mitsunari in, get him out. Okay, this guy, I think what I had done with him, that's right, I keep him back, and then when they overextend, I just start sniping all the command posts here. Got him in position. Falling rocks. Like I said, it's a scripted battle, but this battle feels really good to go through. It's just very well crafted. Although I haven't played it as a Tokugawa, so I wonder if it's easier or if the numbers are switched around to make it more difficult. Alright, waiting for Mazuyuki. As units start to wipe out too, it'll trigger other reinforcements to come into the battle. But I don't remember the order. What does that do? It decreases defense as well. Okay, I guess that's something. That's going to be hard fought. Even with the boulders, Sekon is kind of hard pressed to do anything there. I just got to be careful using him that he doesn't get routed by a unit that's falling back. Although this time I've managed to really corner them in. So now Masa shouldn't break through and wreak havoc. I'm gonna send this guy back in so that he can eat the red demons of Lee tactic. Okay, they're not near the Inspire, that's good. We're taking that camp behind them. There's one, let's go take the other. What's the problem? I don't know if I can get Mitsunari over there to rotate with Ujitaka. I guess I'll try. Let's have Ujitaka fall back. Yep, that hurts. The boulder's ready? Let's do it. We need those reinforcements to come in. I think they're going to show up after these guys are routed, but we still got one more boulder trigger before that happens. Once we get reinforcements, then we can bulk up this line, because this is where I'm feeling the pressure right now. These two guys using their back-to-back tactics, Takotora dealing damage, and also Naomasa's Red Cavalry dealing damage. We just need one more key point. We'll have that objective done. Oh, I picked a terrible time to pull him, huh? Oh, he's targeting him, thank goodness. If he would have hit this guy, he might have routed. Look at the eye running the rotation. That's got to be part of the update. I see it all the time now, and that was just not the case before. Alright, so Mitsunari will step in, let Hidei's unit rest for a minute. Where are we at with the boulder? Okay, let's charge it up. So, I don't want to approach too closely because I don't know if the Tokugawa would march if you get too close. So that's why I haven't really crossed the line. I mean, there's no reason to in this battle anyway. We really need to just to avoid the betrayal. I think this time, if I get things to go in my favor, and we get his 15k, it should be easy. Whereas the first time around, it was very, very difficult. Okay. 4 key points. Do we get some units for that? Right, the Tokugawa show up, but so does the, there we are, there's the Sanada. And it throws those guys into confusion. And then he can immediately, Masayuki can just get to work here on this guy. This is the only camp on the Tokugawa side, so taking it can kind of be key. Throwing their whole army into confusion. I really wish I could have uploaded the first one, because taking that camp barely allowed us to hang on by a thread, you know? Everybody's exhausted. I gotta get, where are we at with the boulders? Not ready? I think I've got to pull this guy out already. They've agreed to the truce, so they're not going to march. That famous tell them we're having a meal. Ouch. Alright, we got some help. This is the part that kind of messed us up. So you get all these reinforcements, but they don't have a lot of soldiers. And this is the part where I got tripped up. The reinforcements here from the edge, they're only 1,000 apiece, so they're very susceptible to getting wiped out. and that was what kind of screwed me over. One of them got blown up by a cavalry charge, and then as a result, like I said, this guy Hideaki switched sides immediately. So if you lose one unit, this guy switches sides immediately. And also the Shimazu Yoshihiro withdraws. Alright, these guys are about to be destroyed. So let's go up here. So I guess I don't really need to use Mitsunari. We can let Torimoto handle that. Let's have Mitsunari head over here. He took the point, but that's fine. You can lose the 4 key points after taking them. This is going to be tough. I really hope this guy doesn't get routed. Enemy soldier reduction and units are confused. Okay. But he's just started charging. I'm going to need him after all to rotate against Masanori. I might need Mitsunari over here, if I'm being honest. I don't know how much damage he can deal. He's still got 1400. The center should be alright once Terremoto's units get up there. So here's the rocks. Okay, so those guys are about done. Now we're still not out of danger because Ieyasu's son's on the way with 15k. Okay, let's get down here. We can destroy these guys. Okay, there's one. One unit destroyed. I gotta watch Masanori here. He's the only one who could really deal some damage. Let's get this guy out of here. Oh. Can't quite get him. There he is. Okay. 2 units destroyed. That guy needs to come down and switch. Yes, we have managed to slip him through. Good. Morochika's unbroken will is really strong, I found out, so he's gonna be great for just destroying this guy instantly. Whereas the last time I got kind of bogged down for a while. Okay, there's the Tokugawa kid. Where are we? Mitsunari's over here. Morale's halved for some reason. I must have came in like that because of the forced march from the event. So he doesn't show up at full strength. This doesn't look good. This guy's in trouble. I guess Sakon would be better to send in here. Maybe go around. You know what? Have this guy go around. So he's closer to fulfilling that. Have Sakon crash into the side here. You still need to route one more unit, and I think it's going to come down to Morochika up here getting the hit. Yuki's almost got confused. Let him trigger that. Alright. Now let's get him out. Hit him with Morochika's attack. That should wipe him out, and then we'll get that 15k and Yoshihiro. Oh, it didn't do it. Come on, it just said that you deal a lot of damage, and then you do 200. Brutal. Masanori's running. These two guys should be able to handle him. Everybody's exhausted there, so equally exhausted, so nobody's really dealing damage to anybody. Man, some of the characters even have little quips against each other. It's pretty cool. Oh, there's our 4th unit. Okay, we got Yoshihiro. Oh man, so much better than last time. I'm very curious to see how this is going to change everything too. I haven't done this, so this will be the first time I see how this affects the map and how the playthrough is going to start, really. Who's this guy do? Healer. You guys still haven't busted through that guy, huh? Like I said, this battle is just massive, and I wish we had more of these. You know, we're supposed to get an update in December for that's going to add 10 more battle maps. So here's hoping we get a handful of those, or at least for epic battles. I'd like to see this epic battles with 16 units. Right now I think battles are capped at 12, and anything more, any other units that show up are you know, put in reserve. But you guys can see here, this battle holds, we're up to 16. What are you guys doing? Right, let's go, everybody. Okay, what about... Okay. Okay, I think we have this one at this point. We can probably turn up the speed now that we're out of danger. Where is he going? Oh, we're bringing him all the way around? Is that necessary? It's done this way. Let's go take out Ieyasu. Oh, we don't even have morale at this point. Okay. Tadakatsu Onda playing bodyguard, of course. That was cool. I didn't know they animated it. They had that was not animated before, so Okay. What's left to do is just clean up. Oh man, so many prompts. I'm like barely getting any control right now. Okay. Who actually has soldiers? Teramoto's got soldiers. Alright, let's send him up there. And Hide's got soldiers. He's actually really a very, very strong samurai. He was able to hold off the whole battlefield. Although he did have 15k, so 15k helps, right? So he's pretty resilient. Oh, hold on. We can go this way then. Okay, all that's left to do is route Ieyasu, and then we'll see how that affects the map. Since this is kind of a very, very much a fictional what if Mitsunari won. Okay. Tadakatsu's routed. Hit him from all three sides and end this battle. Whew. Tough fight. Might not have looked tough, but it was tough. Toyotomi, you're welcome. Where's Masayuki? Oh, there he is. 237, acquired honor. Defeated 1. Western Army seized victory. That's right, the contributions of Masayuki Sanada. Whoa, Toyotomi's getting 8 castles? Holy crap. Alright, let's see how badly this shakes up the map. Oh, we got a new castle. Cool. Our son is still working for the Tokugawa, huh? Wow. Oh, they're nowhere near finished. Toyotomi just have a bit more territory. Okay, so this is the map post Sekigahara victory. We've got 2 castles. So this is going to be our start, guys. 2 castles, 11 officers, 5,000, and an alliance with only the Toyotomi all the way over there. This castle's directly in the way. We're going to have to take care of this. So I guess I'll mention this in the official first video, because I think this is going to be episode 0. But I think the goal is going to be to rebuild the Sanada clan, have them take over for the Takeda. So we're going to reclaim the old Takeda lands under the Sanada banner, and then probably just invade the Tokugawa. That's going to be the goal of the playthrough. Pretty standard affair, especially if you saw my Ujizane Imagawa livestream playthrough. That's kind of what we're channeling here. So yeah, I like the idea of playing as Mazuyuki and trying to become the heirs to the Takeda. Take over the old lands, build up cavalry, charge into Kanto, overthrow the Tokugawa. Make an alliance with the Uesugi. We'll do that as well. Since they're displaced out here, we can let them reclaim their territory or whatever it is they want to do. But yeah, guys, that was Sekigahara. I hope you guys enjoyed that ridiculous battle. I highly recommend that you try it yourself to see how you like it. It's about 2 months into the playthrough, and you can play as any clan that's participating. But you can just pick the Toyotomi, let it go for 2 months, and then you can try the battle out for yourself. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We've got, you know, a new live stream starting up, a Honganji playthrough starting up. And we've got Yuan Shu Romance 14 also kicking out on the channel. So make sure you like, leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Till then, take care.